Mojang did just drop some new Minecraft 1.20 features and they are completely game-breaking. Today we're going to be talking about everything that is new that you need to know about. Along with that, towards the end of the video, we are going to be breaking down some teasers as to what could be next. Because believe it or not, the developers are dropping hints right now. With that being said, drop the video a like if you're hyped for the Minecraft 1.20 update and let's dive right into it. So let's start by talking about what is new in Minecraft right now. What are the new features that Mojang did just add to the game that are so revolutionary and game-changing? The specific details I'm going to be talking about today were added specifically as part of the Minecraft Java Edition snapshot 22W44A. However, these features will be making their way over to Bedrock also. Adrian, a producer for Minecraft Java Edition at Mojang, did tweet out this saying Wednesdays equals snapshots usually, and today's no different. Here's snapshot 22W44A, which does redirect to the article breaking down all of the details. I'll put the main changes on screen right now from that article, but just to break down a few, there are some very interesting ones. Chisel bookshelves can now work with hoppers, which is so cool. There's been a few more changes to the creative inventory, some new monster spawn eggs which we'll take a look at in a moment, and some sound changes. If we take a look here at these changes to the monster spawners, one very specific change I find extremely interesting is that spawners no longer have a default mob spawn type when placed, which used to be the pig. This has been a meme for years, how you place down a spawner and there's always a pig inside that cage. Now on to the big ones, spawn eggs. There have been a ton of changes. Obviously I told you guys about this very specific tweet I found from King B Dogs, which could lead to new iron and snow golem spawn eggs coming to the game. Of course that turned out to be true, but this is even better than we could have ever expected. I said in my video how great it would have been if we also got things like an ender dragon spawn egg, and it seems the developers do have very keen ears because they added this. There's now ender dragon spawn eggs, iron golem, snow golem and wither spawn eggs in the creative mode inventory, which is insane. However, there's a minor complaint which we'll be taking a look at in a moment, but the great thing about this is it is now more accessible than ever to get your hands on these mobs. Usually you would have to spawn them in with commands or do some other thing like that. It was very annoying. If I ever wanted to spawn in an ender dragon just for some funny background gameplay, it was kind of annoying to have to go into the commands and do all of that, whereas now I can just get the spawn egg and put down as many as I would like. If I show you what's on screen right now, you can also get a look at some of the creative mode inventory changes, which as we'll talk about in a moment are most likely some of the last we will see as a part of the 1.20 update. You can now get so many interesting and cool things in the creative mode inventory than I pretty much ever knew existed in Minecraft. You can obviously get the debug stick and the lighting block and things like that, but there's also like weird jigsaw blocks and things like that which are very cool for creating custom things in Minecraft. So I think the developers, what they're doing right now is incredible. They're now making these more niche items more accessible than ever. As the title of this video does suggest, the reason this is so game changing is because it's going to get a lot of people like me, more casual players, into using some of these more niche items like the debug stick, the jigsaw block, things like that, the lighting blocks, which I've already had tons of fun with. So I think this is great for the more casual players just to be able to easily access these items without having to search up what the specific commands for these items are or what the names of them are. In a minute we'll take a look at some more information and a few complaints, but one thing here from the article does tease as to what could be in the next few snapshots. It's this very tiny sentence where it does say a hopefully final round of changes has been made to the creative tab orderings to address feedback. This does confirm, as we pretty much hinted at earlier, that this could be some of the last creative mode inventory inventory changes, which is a bit of a shame. There's still some things I would like them to do, but honestly, over the past few weeks, the creative mode inventory has gone from pretty garbage in my opinion to very well organized, very fun to navigate, and very easy to access. Let's now take a look at some more information. This was tweeted out by Echo Soldier, who sums up what we just mentioned pretty nicely. So Minecraft added new spawn egg, items for Ender Dragon, Iron Golem, Snow Golem, and Wither mobs to creative mode. Ender Dragon and Wither spawn eggs will only be available through commands to prevent accidental destruction of player builds. I do think this makes sense, and I do think that is cool, and it does definitely make sense if you play multiplayer or realms and you share a creative world. You would not want to accidentally get like an Ender Dragon egg and place a ton of them down where they can then destroy all of your precious builds. So to me it does definitely make sense. However, it would be a lot more convenient and fun to have these easily accessible just in the world. So that's a minor complaint there, but I do understand the reasoning behind this change. Echo did then clarify, saying both can be used inside of spawners, and I did test this out. It was a lot of fun, very insane to be able to put an Ender Dragon egg in a spawner like that, and I'm sure that would cause a ton of destruction. So yet again, it does make sense that this change is exclusive to commands, at least for right now. If you do not like this change and you would like to see this improved upon by the developers, be sure to write a comment down below. Hopefully someone will see it and then hopefully respond accordingly to any feedback. OVERHAUL did also tweet out this, saying chisel bookshelves now work with hoppers, which we talked about earlier. Saw a lot of you talk about this. Thanks for providing feedback. I'm very happy to see the developers, including OVERHAUL and King V Dogs, engaging with the community so much. As we mentioned in a previous video, it reminds me a lot of Henrik, who sadly did leave Mojang, but it almost seems like these developers are carrying his torch. They're engaging with the community more than ever. We've got developers scouring the comments, looking for feedback and changes that they could implement. So honestly, for this reason, I just love 1.20. It is such a great catch-up update, and it's so good to see these long-awaited changes finally being implemented. Now that the creative inventory changes are out the way, hopefully we can start to see more things that the community has been wanting for a long time. Maybe dual wielding on Bedrock, maybe a hardcore mode, but I guess at the moment we can just sit here, wait and see what the developers get up to over the next few months. Do not forget, it has not even been about 4 weeks since Minecraft 1.20 was announced, and we've already got this handful of changes which are so incredible. So my hopes and expectations for 1.20 have gone pretty much through the roof. I'm so happy with these changes, and hopefully there's a lot more to come. And be sure to click on the videos shown on screen in a moment, personally chosen by me. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.